Vanakkam, Namaste, or Sitaram, and welcome to the fourth installation of the miniseries Balidhaan. In this video, we are going to look at something that I would consider a myth, in a sense, where we are looking at Balidhaan via the Mughal dynasty or the Mughal dynasty. I hope I pronounced that correct, right? Based on conversations with individuals about this topic, those who are of non-tamasic, non-radisic nature, those who are more like sattvic in nature and so forth. I will go far. I will not really say whatever particular sectors they are from to say if they are of different sects of Hinduism. But let us say they are of sattvic nature. Many of them had exclaimed that the Mughal dynasty, which is supposed to be Islamic in nature, when they infiltrated India, they stated that the Mughal dynasty corrupted certain doctrines, and they were more or less pertaining to the doctrines that spoke about Balidhan, right? And that gave life to Balidhan and so forth, and that it is a myth about that particular worship. Well, based on research and other conversations with other individuals that I hold in high esteem who are of Vaishnava and or who are of Vaishnava aspect and who are of Sada aspect and those who are from even those from the Balian aspect of worship. I have had a conversation while compiling my notes together and putting this together. What I learned and what I was able to find is that if you wanted to see it is that when the Mughal dynasty had infiltrated India, right, they tried to destroy a lot of texts, a lot of doctrines to cripple in an aspect, to utilize those things, to utilize the doctrines, the damaging of the doctrines or the storing of the different doctrines to cripple the people that are people that was very much proud and very much steadfast in their devotion to God. So that I could relate to, that I could see because the research and the history shows that it was a fight to save the doctrines that was being destroyed, and it was a struggle to maintain the already doctrines that were not touched yet. It was a struggle to maintain them till present, to maintain them to where they were able to preserve them properly. Because I have asked many people who stated that that the Mughal dynasty corrupted different doctrines. If this was true, why would they only corrupt only things like the Upapurans and so forth that gives more on certain tantras that deals more with that aspect of Baladan? Why does they didn't touch the aspect of the Gita? Why they did not touch different certain Mahapurans? And I say certain because why? There is a Mahapuran that speaks about Balidan, and we will go into that. I will show you which one it is, and we'll read from that. Right? Why they didn't touch the different Ramayans, as in the Andan Ramayana, the Valmiki Ramayana, the Tulsidas Ramayana? Why they didn't more or less corrupt those particular books also? Why it was only the books of that was the more or less the lesser Purans or the Upa Purans? And this is what I found very much troubling, whatever. I found their argument to be a farce and to be a lie because it was not supported. When you do the research and you look at it, and based on the conversations that I had with other esteemed individuals that are higher me in knowledge, and I look to when I did go and they had beckoned me, go do the research and you will see. And I did do the research. You saw that. You saw that aspect. You saw that doctrines would have been destroyed and because they were trying to cripple the individuals, trying to cripple a Hindu people that was very steadfast in their faith. And that was one way that they were trying to more or less capture them, they were trying to oppress them in that particular way and so forth. So I could give into that aspect. But to say that they infiltrated India and they corrupted certain literatures, certain texts, certain doctrines, it's unfounded. If somebody could debunk that, debunk what I just said here, I am totally up for it. Please, if you could give me some references also that I could do more research on, perfect. And I will totally take down this video, right? Once that could be proven and so forth, and I'm willing to have a conversation about it in a very diplomatic nature, right? Because I'm in trying to find the part where they did corrupt and so forth, but I'm not finding no shreds of evidence. If you tell me that they were destroying doctrines, yes, I could find that, and I was able to find that. And I was educated to that by those who had more knowledge than me on this particular topic. So this video is to debunk a myth that people were talking about, that the Mughal dynasty had corrupted certain doctrines about the Balidhaan worship, meaning that they implemented this aspect of worship into the books to corrupt the whole aspect of Hinduism, which is not founded anywhere. Because I will further ask, how come if they were doing that, then that means they corrupted the Rig Veda and they corrupted the Yajur Veda? Because I will go into the Yajur Veda and I will go into the Rig Veda and just show you where of animal sacrifice is mentioned, right? Where animal sacrifice is mentioned in detail and to different deities. Right, I will go into that. So I wanted to do this debunking video on that aspect of Balidhaan via the Mughal dynasty to prove that the Mughal dynasty did not indoctrinate Balidhaan worship into different doctrines, into different books. They didn't bring it about. They didn't use it to corrupt the worship. Right? They destroyed doctrines that meant that India lost, and it was a fight to try to preserve what was being lost and a struggle to maintain that what wasn't touched as yet to be destroyed, right? So I just wanted to do that particular video. But I said again, if somebody could debunk this in particular, I will be glad to sit down and listen, and I will do over videos showing the corrections to what I just said. All right. So Vanakam Sitaram, and see you in the next video.